Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Venice Antoinette,
And Amber Monique.
here with our segment, 2 Cent Tuesday. So, before we get started, we had to do our cheers.
Cheers, virtual cheers.
Virtual cheers. Oh, man. So, are you ready for this week's letters, Amber?
I am, and this is some stuff to tackle. So yeah, I'm
I
ready.
know, right? But before we get started, if anybody wants to send us letters, you can hit the link in the description box below. We also will be having packages down there if you want to buy wine on a discount from Sip and Spill. And make sure you join our Facebook group because every month we're giving away wine to the most engaged member of the group. So you can find all of that in the links down below. So let's get started with this first letter. We'll keep it short to get started. The first letter starts with the girl. Sorry, this is funny. Girl, I needs me a date night. I'm married and moving to Pennsylvania, and COVID-19 has been a lot of stress. Do you babysit? Your friend, Anonymous. So yeah, I guess they're trying to figure out like a date night situation, but I'm guessing they have kids. So you have any suggestions, Amber?
I really don't have experience in that area, unfortunately, and I'm not babysitting right now either. So
I was about to say, do you babysit?
Do you have any advice?
I mean, I definitely feel like you can find ways to do a date night during COVID. I mean, I know with like COVID and everything being shut down, um you don't have a lot of options for like, kids and like having someone babysit them during this time or having something to do, but maybe incorporating the kids into the date night could be fun. Like, you could
Yeah.
have the kids help you like set up a romantic dinner and cook and have like,
Oh yeah.
candles and flowers and things, cuz I think it's good for kids to see their parents like romanticize each other. Just so that
Yeah.
they have an idea moving forward, cuz unconsciously we learn that way. So, having them help and all that type of
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and then maybe, send them off to bed early or something along those lines.
Yeah,
But
that part.
I definitely feel like there's ways that you can get away with it.
Right. No, that's a great idea. I think incorporating the kids in maybe the first part and then y'all have something planned for like after they go to bed. So yeah, there's stuff you could do. All about just planning.
Yeah, or like maybe if you want to go outdoors, taking the kids to like a park, but then you and your partner having a picnic while
Oh
you're watching
yeah,
them play at the park,
that's cute.
um or have like a movie night where like, you can have one movie in a room for the kids to play, another movie for you and your partner in another room, and have like, the old school popcorns, wines, all that type of stuff. I feel like there's
Yeah,
different ways you can go about it.
yeah, I agree. That's all really cute though. I love the movie thing. Like you can have the kids set up. All right, this is going to be theater one with y'all's movie. This would be theater two of our movie, and then that'll keep them entertained. So you could like truly have your alone time. I think that's a great idea.
Right. Or, ooh, I just thought of this. Like how I was saying earlier of having the kids incorporated, you could have the kids like be your servers, like as if you're at like a
Oh
restaurant or a movie theater. Like that
yeah,
could be
put the
cute.
kids
Like
to work.
one could be responsible for the popcorn, another one could be responsible for like the snacks, like all that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's
But I
cute.
definitely think that could be really cute.
Look at you with all the ideas. Yes.
They just keep coming to me. They just keep coming.
Yes,
But
that's too
yes,
cute.
good luck with that. Definitely keep us posted, and we will move on to the
Definitely.
next letter. All right. So this next one is a little longer. Not as long as last week. Girl, last week was very long-winded, but
That's for sure.
but this one is it's still good. So it goes, "Hello, I'm a 46-year-old mom of two boys who are 14 years apart. Both boys have different fathers and both boys have different fathers and I still have feelings for my youngest son's dad. Granted, we dated for a year, and from day one, the relationship has been nothing but lies. After my son was born, he cheated on the person he was with and ended up marrying with me. I think she meant to say marrying me. Needless to say, the marriage lasted 7 years before he got a divorce. During that time, we were still sleeping to. Hold on. Am I understanding this right? I, am I understanding this right? Let me go back and
So it
reread
sounds like
this.
the guy was, yeah, yeah.
After my son was born, he cheated on the person he was with and ended up marrying with me. Needless to say, the marriage lasted 7 years before he got a divorce. During that time, we were still sleeping together and even tried getting back together. He has another child with another woman who moved back to her hometown because of his lies and my son. Part of me still cares for him despite everything he has put me through, but we have managed to get along and co parent for our son's sake. The person he is with now, he broke up with her and ended up taking her back, but we still continue to sleep together. The sex is amazing, and we have done things that he has not done with the other two women he's been with. Yet in those yet in those relationships he did things with them and not me. I have tried to get over him by dating other people and even managed to seek closure, but we still are attracted physically to one another. Help. Oh, there's a second problem. My second problem is that last summer I was in a long distance relationship with someone. We talked all the time, video chatted, text, all that until recently. We had a few disagreements and even planned to see each other Thanksgiving weekend, which didn't work out. Long story short, I sent him a Christmas gr- long story short, I sent him a Christmas gift which he loved. He barely called or talked to me Thanksgiving, Christmas, and didn't even wish me a happy birthday in January. I reached out to him for answers as to what happened because he claimed he was so in love with me, but never got a response. I have deleted him off my phone and social media, but I want to know what happened because I thought he was the one and we share so many intimate details with one another. Please help because I still love and miss him. Signed. So I just clarifying question, pick me. Um, is the second problem about somebody different from the first problem?
That's the
Okay,
way
Amber,
I
you go
take it.
first. I'm gonna sip my coffee.
Okay, so I think it sounds like the general problem is that she believes people's words too easily and not their actions. It sounds like the first guy, I understand there's a lot of time spent with him and he's the father of your son, but it sounds like he never showed any true intention of getting it together and being a reliable partner or man or friend even. Like it's a lot going on. That is done. I mean, I understand you say you care for him a lot and you brought up like he's done things with you that he hasn't done with others. Like I don't know what that means. Maybe you're just open to it and they're not, or maybe he, I don't know, that doesn't mean anything like as far as strengthening a relationship in my opinion. Then with the second guy, it sounds like also I wouldn't chase after him. He's not returning your calls, you're not speaking. Obviously something else is going on and you shouldn't take, I think we posted something like this before, like you should not take rejection as anything to do with you. It's just more about like compatibility rather than you not being good enough. So these people, I don't even know if they're good for anybody the way they're operating. So I understand you have things that you like about them, maybe you love them, but move on because it is toxic. And I would say do some self work and have a standard where you require people to actually do what they're saying to you, and prove their actions, not just tell you things and keep stringing you along. Because you said it was 7 years that he told you he was leaving his wife, and it didn't happen. Like that is that yeah. That's all I have to say.
Wait,
Listen,
so just to confirm, he was married to somebody else during those 7 years, not her.
that's the way
Because
I
I
took
got
it.
confused at that part of the letter.
I
Okay.
took it as
I'm sorry, go
that.
ahead. I didn't want to interrupt. I just want to make sure I understood it right.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what I have. Just require more from yourself and not from these men. Just move on because they're not capable of providing it. It sounds like so. Yeah, move on from both of them. What is your advice?
Yeah, preach. Like you said a mouthful, and I agree with everything you just said. Um, Again, with the marriage part, I was confused of whether she was saying she and him were married for 7 years, or if she was saying that he was married to somebody else. Maybe I'm just not comprehending right. Because at
She said
first I
he
took it the
cheated
way
on
you
the other person. I thought.
right, but then what threw me off is when she said and ended up marrying with me, and I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, it's confused. It's a lot going on.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not sure.
regardless, girl, I mean, I feel like Amber preached straight to the choir because I agree with everything she just said. Like, and like, with the two problems being two different men, that's no judgment. I was just asking for clarity earlier.
Right, right.
But we've all been there, done that type of
Yeah,
thing. I
yeah.
guess I agree with Amber in the sense of there's a commonality here definitely, and for me I think you really need to just stop taking men seriously. Like you're taking men seriously who clearly aren't serious about you.
That
Action, like when people say actions speak louder than words, there's a reason they say that. Like I don't know what this man in the second problem, the one who you sent the Christmas gifts and such to, has said to you, but the fact that he barely spoke to you on Thanksgiving, didn't all he pretty much said to you Christmas was thank you based off of what you said in this letter because he liked the
sorry,
gift you
is that
got him, and then didn't even acknowledge you on your birthday in January. That does not sound like somebody who even deserved a Christmas gift to begin with. And like I'm only speaking to you like this because I've been there where I've extended myself to men who, when I look back now, because they always say foresight is 2020, it's
right?
very obvious that they didn't take me seriously. But because I was so loving and I was so invested and I wanted to like prove myself to them, I felt like I always had to go above and beyond and always ended up at the short end of the stick. The only good side is all of them still would love to have me back, just like they probably will when you don't want them anymore. But by that point, it's too late. So rather than focusing your time on men um who clearly aren't on the same page as you and clearly don't want you the way you want them, you need to give your energy to a man who is doing more for you because it seems like you're one of those naturally very giving and loving people. And so I feel like you need somebody who's going to meet you. Like you need somebody who's going to go out of his way to, get you gifts or, provide for you whatever your love language is, um
Mm-hmm.
and focus on that rather than focusing on both of these men who he wrote about, who it just seems like they're just playing with you because they know that whatever they're saying to you has you holding on to hope. And we've talked about holding on to hope before on this
Mm-hmm.
show.
We've all
But
done
like
it,
whatever,
you know.
right. It's like
Mhm.
whatever they're saying to you has you holding on to hope, and hope can't get you but so far when you're dealing with a relationship. Somebody has to prove to you something before you allow them to get the exceptions that we give out to the people we love. And neither
Right.
one of them are deserving of you giving them the exception or, making up excuses for their behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think both of them gotta go. In reference to the second dude, keep him deleted out of your phone. I'm the queen of blocking. I love a good block. My block list is embarrassing at this point. But
There's nothing wrong with a block. There's nothing wrong with a
right.
block.
But like, block him, whatever you gotta do. And in reference to your child's father, your youngest child's father, I know that's difficult because you have to have a relationship with him off of the strength of that's your son's father. But I would just focus on making sure that that relationship is about your son and nothing else. Whatever it is that you have to do it. But
Exactly.
just focus on, making sure y'all are co-parenting and not necessarily co-meddling.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for this. I'm still confused about the marriage. Like, was she married? I kind of want to ask her, like, was she the one married to him? Because I feel like the only reason I asked that is because I feel like it makes a different scenario in my mind if she was married to him for 7 years, because
Right.
then I can understand why she's like in the space that she is with him, type of thing.
Right. But even so, if he was dealing with a mistress for 7 years, like while they were married, I don't know how I could handle that. Like it wasn't just like a one time cheat. It's like a years long of an affair. But I get you. It does make it different if they're
Yeah.
married. It does.
Yeah, and actually, now that I think about it, I take that back. It doesn't really like my answer, and I don't think your answer would change whether she was married to him or not. Because at the end of the day, I think it's best to just let that relationship go. It sounds very toxic. It sounds
Yeah.
very draining, and you have two sons to raise, and you don't need any negativity in your life. And you also don't want that to rub off on your sons because I don't think. I mean, I don't have children yet, but just I live now temporarily at home with my nieces and nephews, and just seeing how they look up to me and seeing how my actions, my parents' actions, their parents' actions really reflects on them. And we don't realize how much kids really look at us and they can feel our energy shift and they can feel
Yeah.
different things and they internalize that. So definitely focus on you, like Amber was saying, better, and finding yourself love so that you can be the best mom you can be to your two boys.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep. So that wraps up this week's letters. Let me see. Do we have any any updates for this week?
Um,
Hmm.
you said about the wine packages. Definitely check those out.
Yes,
Link in our
definitely
bio.
make sure y'all check the description box to see our links where you can join our Facebook group where every month we'll be giving away wine to the most engaged member of our Facebook group. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. It's the wine. um Also make sure that y'all go ahead and follow us on all of our social media so you can stay up to date if we have any announcements or anything coming out. And definitely yeah, I think that's it.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for listening. And until next. Oh, and if you want to submit your letters, also
Oh,
hit
right,
the
right.
description box below and fill out our submission form, and we might read your letter on the show. So until next time, bye bye.